our news.
This is GE territory, General Electric. What a huge factory with smokestacks and all kinds of manufacturing happened here. Big old buildings, who knows what's going on. Like Kodak, gone. Yep, big GE facility. GE plant, Amsterdam that way. I missed Amsterdam, my favorite old-fashioned, run-down, dilapidated factory town. This is General Electric. Company town. What do they make here at General Electric? Wind turbines, nuclear generators. You got stuff going on. It's a big factory. What's the difference between a factory and a plant? I heard that on a show. Was it Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me? Yep, big facility. Lots of smokestacks going down the road. I'm gonna try and make it. What the Volkswagen rusted hippie mobile? Where am I? I'm over here somewhere. I'm gonna try and make it all the way over here, right to the Ohio border. I don't know. It says we're gonna get there 11 o'clock at night. Seems pretty far. All the way from there to there. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, train crashes in Lac Mégantic, France. Planes catching fire. Another one. Nightmare liner. That VW is sure cooking. We're going 57 miles an hour. He's flying. Don't smell any exhaust either. She's running good. Bump, bump, bump. You don't get the smooth ride. The old 3/4 ton SF sub. Old reliable. So far. 2,000 mile trip, 3,000 kilometers. We'll see how reliable she is. I got my usual junk. Am I all stocked up or what? Yeah, I got lots of crap. Gotta have junk. Gotta have lots of junk. The Erie Canal. Emergency crap. We've had a lot of flooding here, I'll tell ya. Hand dug by man, animal, and rudimentary machine. Now pleasure craft. That water level is high. Yeah, they've had their share of rain here, that's for sure. There's my favorite dilapidated factory town, Founds, Amsterdam, New York. Yep, gone behind the bushes, all overgrown. This thing likes to cruise at 58 miles an hour to 62, 100 kilometers an hour. That's it. Gets a little vibration after that, just a little buzz. Gotta get used to the buttons on this thing. Amsterdam. Yeah, wanted to pass through the town. I missed it. I blew it. Missed the exit. Watching the GPS, wasn't paying attention to the road signs. Take a bicycle trip through there, up and down the hills of Amsterdam, New York. Going down the road, keeping to the speed limit or below. Rusted bridges. What a areas in New York State sandblast their bridges. They're rusting away. Every single one of them. Heavily rusted. Now this one's not too bad. It's probably not as old as the other ones. Some of them are pretty friggin' bad, I'll tell you. Just going down the road.
Any current drone use
trailers, motorhomes, camping world. How do you sell something when you got so many of them?
Profiling a photography.
GTO Rumble.
Are being used in the state.
That didn't sound too rumbly. It sounded like a fuzzy V6. That was interesting. It was a GTO. New style GTO.
This is how drones will come in. That's just the beginning. We really need.
Everybody's passing me. I'm going so slow. 58 miles an hour.
Partisan support for his legislation. I'm Pat Bradley.
Speedometer's pretty inaccurate. Up and down the valleys and the hills, into the river valley, up over the pass. Sun's hiding behind the hazy clouds.
What they're saying too, and I think
Traveling along, watching the sunset. Not much to report. Just stopped at a rest area, stretched my legs, empty my tank. Saw a kid kicking the tires on a Camry. I said, "What you doing? Buying it?" Had brand new tires. Just felt wrong. I said, "You need a new engine mount." That was it. He got nervous. Too noisy. I always try to help people that look a little lost. Then somebody else came over, asked if we were all right. I said, yep, just poking around like we're buying a used car, kick the tires. Where am I? Syracuse somewhere, I think. 127 more miles to Buffalo, and then another 70 miles to, where are we? I think we're just getting on the map now. We're an hour from Rochester, and 2 hours from Buffalo. I'm going to see if I can make it here. Ripley, right on the Pennsylvania border. Going to have to fill up with fuel. Got half a tank, 20 gallons. 80 liters or so. Let's see what my fuel mileage is. I did check it the last time I filled up. I marked down my miles. Traveling along. Truck's going good, old reliable. My junk's still there. I forgot my drill. I'm gonna fix my friend's roof. Forgot my drill. Grinder, saw, nailer. Forgot the drill. Went to go and get it, and I forgot what I was doing. Typical. Oh well. Just drill them in my hand. Oh yeah, right. Of course, as soon as I put the camera away, we get a beautiful sunset. As soon as I put the camera down, just take 1 minute. Beautiful sunset sky. I'll close the window. It's a little noisy. Where are we? I think the exit just said Auburn, which is right there. So we're at the beginning of this page of the easy read map. It has bigger characters with my old eyes. What do you think? Should Elliot Spitzer be comptroller for the state of New York? I got a guy who's a governor. Oh, sorry, wrong governor. He had his own affair also. But he didn't pay for it, just did it with the maid and had a child. Spitzer, who was the Attorney General in charge of prosecuting people for crimes, has an illicit affair. Paying for the same thing that he's put in jail for. Same thing. Rochester 58, Buffalo 118. Yep. If you can't trust the Attorney General, who can you trust? He's a good guy, brilliant guy, smart, tons of money, well brought up. Just liked his hookers. At least if he would have just had a girlfriend, but not to pay for prostitution. Oh my. He's not the first politician, and he won't be the last. Yeah, everybody's got to have a girlfriend, I suppose. There we go. Finally. Those nice shots of the old farms and trees and silos. Right there.
Questions about the New York Safe Act. Every resident from all of Minneapolis. And again, we've been menace.
Nice old sunset. My windows are clean, you notice that? Cleaned my windows before I hit the road. I couldn't take it. I like clean windows. Makes it easier to see where you're going. Swamps. Swamps around Syracuse, that's for sure. Swampy. Camp Swampy.
Said New York City.
So
It does add up to 15. I think I actually have it. Oh, I gave it to
you gave
Nice,
it to
huh?
Bill Hammond. Okay.
Montezuma National Wildlife Refuge. Swamps on the west side of Syracuse. Yep. That there are. Wasn't easy putting the Erie Canal through when you're digging through swamps with big trees and big mosquitoes. Carry you away, mosquitoes. Cayuga Seneca Canal. Did I read that right? Not sure where to put the camera. Sunset or the river or the canal. What's the difference between a canal and a river? I don't know. A stream and a brook. A plant and a factory. I think I know what the difference is. Yep, flat as a pancake here, scrubbed clean by the glaciers millions and millions of years ago. Montezuma National Wildlife Refuge. Is it a national wildlife refuge? Lots of mosquitoes, I bet. That sure is nice, huh? Nice sunset. Another 2 hours to Buffalo, 3 more hours to Ripley, PA border. We'll see if I make it. So far I'm doing alright. I was a bit drowsy in the middle of the afternoon, but now I'm alright. I'm eating some pistachios. Unsalted. No salt for me. Like my pistachios plain. As plain can be. There's the duckies. Settling in for the night, I suppose.
But it's not only the newspaper. I mean, it's coming out in the media. I mean, I don't know how to get out through this perception. You're watching TV and the violence.
Getting into those super fuel stations. Super size. Acres and acres of truck parking.
And we're looking for ways to do that.
Is there a concern? Is there an effort underway?
Not substantial.
It's getting prettier and prettier before it gets dark, huh? I just saw a nice barn profiled. I missed it though. Can't get them all. Still can't believe some cars come through without daytime running lights, DRLs. Folks driving around with their headlights off, or just the DRLs and nothing else on because the dash is all lit up. Yep. Thank goodness brake lights are automatic, huh? There's a nice contrast. Swamps in the foreground with dead trees and a nice sunset. Yep. Green, red, orange, green grass, dead trees. Shame I'll be driving in the dark in a few minutes. It's 9 o'clock. Time for
Here is
Studio
very much
View.
the biggest stars in India today.
Jim, that's
Leon
a new book about the
Gomeshi.
biggest show on the subcontinent. Saturday, weekend edition from NPR News.
Yep. Studio
Tomorrow morning,
View.
8 until 10, here on WRBO, your source for NPR News.
This is WRBO Public
Wow.
Media, your source for NPR News. WRBD Syracuse, WRBH Clayton, WRBJ Warren.
You enjoying this road trip?
WRBO Oswego Syracuse.
Too bad I wasn't doing it in my turbo turtle, or the turtle diesel.
WRBO.org.
Not sure what to call it yet. Dig those groovy colors.
Okay, on your program today, Austra, the dramatic electronic stylings of Katie Stelmanis and Company have drawn wide acclaim, and now the band of...
Keep hitting the wrong buttons on this camera. I'm not used to it. The other one had the zoom on the shutter button and the YouTube button on the back. Now the YouTube button is buried. I got to go into the menu because it's an old camera. And the zoom buttons are on the back where the YouTube button used to be. So I'm getting the zoom mixed up with the stop and start. And blah, 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 blah. Yeah, all these cameras have their buttons in different places and their menus all mixed up. They mix me up. I think this might be the last round, the last go round for the sunset. It's getting pretty low in the sky. Low, 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 low. All the deer will be coming out, jumping across the road. Could be deadly. Bought the BMW right near here. Yep. Yeah, I was thinking of using the BMW and the red Suburban, but whatever. Just wasn't meant to be. Use the old faithful, the old girl. The one Mrs. CW said, "Look, Mr. CW, it's rusted." Yeah, right. What a great truck this has been. See what the fuel mileage is soon enough. Tank's dropping below half. When it hits full, it drops kind of fast, and when it hits half, it really dives. Driving into the sunset. Go west, young man. Go west. Once the trains went west and the Gov gave away free land, Montana, Wyoming, California gold rush was at 1849. Pollution is still there. I heard a show on the radio. The lead and whatever other chemicals they use are still leaching out of the ground. They use a lot of it to separate the lead from the ore, or the gold rather. Separate the gold from the ore. Lead makes it sink, it clings to the gold, makes it rise or sink or separate, whatever. But those chemicals, arsenic is it maybe? Arsenic in your apple juice? Those chemicals are still popping up 160 something, 164 years later. Oh, blurry. Alright, can't show you everything. It takes time to put these videos on my computer. Time. It's just after 9. Time for nighttime driving, I guess.
Occur very regularly.
One last little bit of sunset. We're almost in Rochester. be the home of Kodak. Now that's the home of bankruptcy. Was it the biggest factory town, the biggest square miles or acreage factory site in the world? Something like that.